day everyone, welcome to spinpro17.com. In this video we're going to show you how easy it is using our matrix calculator and a specific strategy that we've developed and modified to turn a profit of around $100 within a half hour very easily. You have to have a bankroll to sustain this, and it's not a massive bankroll. I mean, we suggest 1,000, but you can certainly use $500. It cannot be less than that because you don't want to play with scared money. And we're going to show you how quick we're going to turn that 500 bucks. We're going to make $100 within a half hour or less, and it's certainly not going to take us a half hour. But jump in, take a look at this, and you'll see why the Spinpro 17 matrix is truly unlike anything else on this planet. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is once you're a paid member, you'll have access to the calculator. We ask a couple of things from you. Please do not write down the matrix sequence numbers because they change. For instance, you can put in a number of, let's say, 3, and it says 24, 5, 20, but then you may change, you may put 3 again, and it says 30, 34, 9. This is based on algorithms, so don't write these numbers down. And the units, whatever you're playing, make sure and write down or actually use the proper units that it's calling for. But again, do not write these units down thinking that every session that's what it's going to be like. Because it all depends on what happens in your previous spin. Because it's based on odds. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set, because we're going to play individual numbers in a sequence. And we're just going to use the first 3 numbers. It's called a pick 3 single number sequence. So we're going to use 35 to 1 odds. We're going to set a bankroll of 500. Okay, and we're going to jump to a wheel. Okay, so we're going to use, actually we have a $700 bankroll here, so we're going to use that. Okay, we're going to use 700. Doesn't really matter. We just do want to set the time. As you can see at the top, it says 23:05. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to say time start 23:05. And we have a bankroll of 700, and we're going to show you how quick and easy we're going to pull this off. The first thing we do is we're going to force a spin because we need that for the matrix calculator, right? All right, so 22 is our number, so we're going to put in 22 here. But now look at the sequence. Your first bet is going to be 4 numbers. If you miss, it's going to be another 4. If you miss, it's going to be another 4 for a total of 12, and you're not going to change. You can either use the sequence going from the top 3, or you can use the back 3, which is 19, 9, and 30. This is in this case. Don't use these numbers unless it tells you to. Okay, now, each group of 12 numbers, or box of 12 numbers, has 4 grids of 4 numbers. If your number is on the bottom row, okay, you're going to use the grid corresponding to the one of the 2 columns in that bottom row. We're not going to bet this number, but let's say your number was 22. You're obviously going to use this row, okay, of 6 numbers, of these 2 split columns of 6 numbers, but you're going to use the numbers 22, 19, 20, and 23. If the number was on the top, for instance, let's say it was the middle or the top row, then you use the top and middle row. For instance, let's say your number was 8. 8 is in this box of 6 numbers, okay? But it's the middle to the top, so you're going to go 8, 9, 12, 11, okay? If your number was 7, it would have been 7, 8, 10, 11. If your number is 13, just making an example, you do not go outside of the box, like so, okay? Never leave the block. That's the one thing you don't do. Okay, so we started our clock. Our first number is 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 on 16 because the calculator says that. We're going to spin away. Oh, well, look at that. We hit on the first one. That's great. Your total number of bets were 4. I'm sorry, I should have done this before. You have a win. You're at 732. Okay, so we're going to put in the odds. 35 to 1. We're now at 732. Okay, now we're going to force a spin. Usually you close your wheel and you reopen it. That's the way to do it. But some people, their casinos, when you open it, the numbers are still the same. Okay, so we forced to spin. Our new number was 10. Okay, so we're going to put in 10 here. And in this case, it says 28. Again, don't write these numbers down because if 10 comes, it may not be 28. You know, in this case, it was. So 28 is here. So it's going to be here, right? You're covering those 4 numbers. So you're going to put 4 here. And you're going to go shooting away. Okay, so 14 came, you didn't have it. You're going to click L for lost. And now you're going to have 8 numbers. Why? Is because now it's 28 plus the 31. Okay, rebet, and 31 is in this column. If you happen to have a number that fell into the same column, what you would do is just basically skip that number, okay, and go to, the next number over. Even if, let's say it was 26, it would be 26, 29, 27, and 30. So you wouldn't have to skip over. In this case, it's this number, and that's what we're playing. And 2 came. Didn't have it. So you're going to put a loss. And here's your final chapter. It's going to be, because you're using the top 3, right? Not the back 3. Sometimes you can use the back 3. It's up to you. You can do that in between sessions. Okay, so your last number is 15. So we're going to repeat that. It still says 1 unit. This is what you need to pay attention to, what your units are. Okay, 15 is up here. As you can see, it's in here. So 15 is up here. And we're going to spin away. And 12 came down and didn't have it. That can happen. Not a problem. It's still going to be the same numbers, except now it says 2 units. Like I said, we have no problems making $100 in a half hour. Sometimes it's going to take a lot less than that. We don't know. I've only been playing for 4 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, 28 had a hit. There you go. Hit win, W. You're at 756. So we're going to clear that. We're going to put in 35 to 1 odds. Again, what you should be doing is once you clear a profit, let's say 10 units or more, take a break and come back. I'm just running right through it to show you that I have no fear of this not working all the way through. So we just put in our new number is 35. What we're going to use in this situation is we're going to use the back numbers. So we're going to start with 6, 13, and 27. So our first bet is going to be 6. It's going to be here. Okay. And missed. Had we used the first number, by the way, guess what? You would have hit. Just showing you. But I'm switching it over to show you can always use the back number, and I still have no fear. Okay. Next number is going to be 13. So we're going to rebet that. We're going to go here. Okay. Still have no fear. It's going to do its job. Okay. And incidentally, if you had missed using the top 2, you would have certainly hit on the 25. But that's okay. Again, this is the demonstration for you to see that there should be no fear here. Let's double check and see. Our number was 27. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Okay, we would have probably made our target already, but okay, here we go. We just had a hit. So we're going to put this in. We're at 768. Okay, 35 to 1 odds. 768. I'm going to go back again with my back end numbers. Okay, just in this demonstration. 18. Okay, I like to alternate. 1 in, 1 out, like 1 in the front, 1 in the back, whenever I do a new session. I'm still going to use the back for this one. So the first number is 13. Okay, and it's 4 units, as you can tell. Okay. And 31 came down, didn't have that. So it's an L, 8 numbers, and it's going to be 2. So 2 is going to be up here. And had a hit. Okay, we're at 792, folks. Okay, 35. I'm going to use the front this time. Again, I'm just alternating. I'm alternating, as I said, by using the back and the front for different, for different games. And the reason why I want to reiterate on this, okay, I'm just a few minutes from my target. Okay, I'm actually going to close the wheel and just, restart again, just to show you that, because I've shown you keeping the wheel open, meaning some people's casinos, when you close the wheel and you reopen it, it's going to keep the same numbers. Well, I'm going to actually reopen a new wheel and start off from scratch just to show you. I am going to make my $100. But what I want to tell you about this alternating is every other spin, like I was using the back numbers, this time I'm going to use the front numbers. So let me just reopen. Okay, so this, if you have the time, do it. Okay, I'm just showing you, because from the start of this video, I wasn't closing the wheel. I'm just showing you it doesn't matter. Just start a new fresh wheel every time you've made, $20 or $10. Our thing is $10 targets. You make a $10 target, walk away, come back again. I've ran it up because I just want to show you how I'm going to make, $100 in a very short period of time. But you really need to be disciplined. You don't need to chase that $100 every single minute or to stay on the entire wheel. Okay, here we go. I am now going to input this, and the number is 34. Okay, so I'm using the front. Okay, and my number is 24, so I'm going to put in 4. And it's going to be 24. And I'm going to spin away. So it's 27. I missed. No reason to hide here. If we're going to miss, we're going to miss. Okay, and it's 11 because the next set is going to be here. Okay, remember it's in this block and it's in the middle or the upper box, so that's where you're going to use the top block. Okay, where are we? 10. Did we get that? Nope, we missed it. Okay, close but no cigar. So here we go. Okay, we're going to put in 12 and we're going to use 17 now. We've got rebet and 17. Here we go. And we should have hit this. Oh, we didn't. Okay. So we missed on that. I have no doubts. I'm still going to connect. Remember, I'm only using the top 3, right? Not the back 3. But pay attention. Look at what this says now. It says 2 units. This is why it's very important you pay attention to this. Okay? And don't write this down. Use it as the calculator tells you. Okay? Had a miss again. Just showing you where a drawback can happen. You were at 792 and I closed the wheel and reopened it. I'm not afraid. You have the bankroll to do it. Okay, it says 3 units. There we go. And we're going to go 3 units. Okay, I know some people out there with, and I'm not going to call names, other sites, other companies, they'll just show you, okay, they're only winning. No, not necessarily. We're going to have misses, but you're also going to have wins. Okay, nothing's perfect, but you have the bankroll to sustain it. It says 4 now. Okay, big deal. Big deal. You're sticking with that. Had you been playing the back, I'm just curious, have you been playing the back numbers, 15, 28, and 3? 15, 28, 15, 20. Yeah, you would have, actually, no. You still wouldn't have had it yet. Yeah, you would have had it with the 6. You would have had the 3, but not worried, because this is going to do its job. I'm trying to get this to a point where you see a drawdown and realize that you're still not going to come out losing money. Okay, what is it saying here? It's saying 6 units. Okay, just want you to see. Okay, that's why you have the bankroll. You're not playing with scared money, but there's no reason to chase $100 a half hour. I'm just saying, I know it can, and it will do it, but there's no reason to chase that money. You follow what I'm saying? There you go. You had your hit. So I know I'm going to make my $100. I'm at 8:04. The time now is now 11:22. Let's put it this way. 23:22. Okay, so when you think about it, you're under 20 minutes. Okay, so we're just going to put a 20-minute total. Okay, and our bankroll is at 8:04. Okay, I'm just rounding it off to 20 minutes. Okay, 8:04. So you had $104 profit. Okay, in under 20 minutes. I use it as blocks. I just round it off, 10 or 20, 30, 40 minutes. Where are you making $100 in 20 minutes? This is the power of this thing. You just need to use it wisely. Okay, and again, this is what we ask. Don't write these numbers down. Because look, I can tell you right now, I'm going to change this. And look, those numbers changed. This is why it's important. So what's the drawback? You have a subscription for the calculator, but you're able to not only get the numbers that you want to make the money that you want. You can't go wrong. Once again, it's sprintpro17.com. Come out there, get the matrix calculator, go out there and make your money. But I will tell you this in summation and in closing. Do not try to go make the $100 a half hour. That is just plain madness, because sooner or later the casino will be on to you. After a couple of weeks, they'll actually limit the amount of your bets. It'll be minimum bets, and your table limits will drop if they don't shut you down or just close your account. So just keep it simple. Every 10 targets, 10 units you make, take a break, come back. You make $100 for the day, be happy. Because if you're starting to make $100 every half hour, you're going to want to play. I don't know anyone who's just going to back away, except for a handful who has discipline enough to say, okay, you know what? I made $100, I made 150, and I'm done for the day. Most people at $100 in a half hour, you're going to be drawn in to come back later on and make another $100. Before you know it, you make $6,000 in a month. What do you think a casino is going to do after 2, 3 months? You're beating them for $18,000. They don't want to give you that. So be wise and do the right thing. Good luck, and thank you for watching our video.